But even as bad as they seem to be, they were not like this. The only thing I can remember about Abacha was that most times they were disciplinarians. If they come to this traffic point and you're following one way, they will flog you with a koboko out of the one way. They are the only people that have the right to follow the one way. But they did not treat people to this point. Because what the most painful thing about life is when you stay in an ocean and soap is entering your eye, then we have made up our mind that we are facing military, we are facing a dictator. But this one, we're not facing a dictator, we're under democracy. And yet, they are treating us worse than a dictator can treat us.
And then you can't
when an army officer is treating you like a bad person, he himself is scared because he knows that his junior colleagues can take over him anytime. But this one, they have bought even the junior colleagues. They have made everybody a slave master. Because everyone is hoping that they will get something out of him and get something out of him. They are buying that to him.
Yeah, just to buttress your points, okay, that things have really, really changed. This was supposed to be a democracy. Look at the life that they have subjected an average soldier to.
I'm telling you.
In Nigeria today. Soldiers have now joined us, making video of their situation on social media.
I'm telling you.
And you are like, what happened to this normal soldier thing that will be like, take care of things if things has gone this way?
Exactly.
You have no idea. A lot of, what do you call it? Sort of a compromise that has gone into the system, by the way, that things are no longer what they used to be anymore.
So you keep asking yourself, I remember in those days, if a governor is not doing well, as a military governor, there's shift him to another state immediately. They will deploy him to another state. But now you see one governor, you're a governor, you make your grandfather age to be begging, lying down to beg you. This is as if something we never saw soldiers did. Soldiers will not come for you until you come for them. You understand my point? But this one, even when you don't come for them, they come for you. Even when you don't come for them, I grew up in Lagos State. I know what I'm talking about.
I know.
And I grew up very close to the barracks where I grew up. So if you don't come for them, they don't come for you. But now they are doing worse. Now even the soldiers cannot even talk. They cannot open their mouth and talk. Imagine somebody like Remi Tinubu receiving a woman of the year. What did they give? Which award did they give to her?
And I'm asking myself, the woman that planted, the woman that planted ugu and harvested. She harvested tomato.
What did she do? The woman that cannot voice out to speak on behalf of her children, on behalf of her fellow women. What did she do? What did she do? You found out all these our Igbo brothers, they call themselves, and I call them, God, I don't want to be rude, but they have a bunch of disappointment in the House of Senate. They are always the one that are using to complete their tools. When they want to carry out, so they use them to carry out whatever they used to carry out.
The dirty work.
Their dirty tools. You know, you look at them, you say, what is happening? I'm not one. I want to talk about is the one for Fubara.
Right.
I honestly
they said it can be removed, and we're like, okay, we shall see.
I've never wished this in my life, but I honestly wish there will be a cohorts. I honestly wish there will be something, because one thing I want to talk about again that is hot, because this guy that stayed long took a lot of time, so I lost a lot of my train of thought that I want to talk about.
I know it can be like that sometimes. Go on.
One sector that the Nigerian people have ignored so much is this judiciary. If one person has not been given woto,
like for
they
real,
won't stop.
Sorry, ma'am.
They keep on hiding us. They keep on hiding themselves under and be creating mayhem. Because the reason why we are in this today is because of what they are doing. And we don't pay attention to them. We pay attention to the government, to the politicians. We pay attention to the police. We pay attention to the armies. We pay attention to other sectors. But we just leave that they are enjoying, keeping their wine. Why they are the main cause of our problem. People that are supposed to be for the masses.
You know what somebody said that if the judiciary had been living up to the expectation, politicians would fear them more. They wouldn't even want their case to end up in court, because if the court has been taking But you know what? The court itself, the judiciary has been compromised for years now. Who are the judges?
You understand?
The wives
So
of
we are leaving them.
politicians, children of the politicians.
It's because the people that will give they will look into this thing. They left them and they were going for the minor ones. The main case in Nigeria is that the main problem is that judiciary, because that is supreme. That is supreme after God. That the one.
Well, look at
that one I would say final and it will stand. You understand me? So when you know that no matter what you fight in Nigeria, once they take it to Supreme, once the Supreme Court give order, it will stand. You know? Then why are we keeping quiet to them? Why are we allowing them to walk in the street and not saying something about them?
Well, now we are saying something about them, and we are raising awareness on that too. Maybe this Gen Z will understand this too, and then
I just hope so. I just hope so. This what they call them, all these African countries that have dictators, that their citizens cannot even talk. That is how it started, though.
That's it. And now
that is how it started.
I think look at them in Cameroon, Pobia in Cameroon.
I think
it all started like from the 80s. Look at where they are today.
I still was making reference from the first day I called you here. During after immediately the election finished, I said that this man enter. He will turn this people say no. I think this man will turn it to a kind of tyrant government that will not go out of that seat again. And look at it, it's playing out.
It's playing out.
Before you know, and they don't care. They feel unperturbed. They feel as we are talking that they're even monitoring us.
It's called state capture. Now you and I, we are the one analyzing. To them, we are all captured. So we squeeze ourselves out.
Me, I just because if they succeed in Port Harcourt, it is finished. The rest of you should just go and sleep and be doing Bambiala. That's what people will do to you to eternity.
And we shall see.
It is finished.
My lady, thank you so much again. Okay, for always. Okay, thanks for calling.
All right.
Let's take another one. That's brilliant. I've got here CA from Atlanta, I believe. Is that CA?
Yeah, CA from Atlanta.
That is CA from Atlanta, Georgia. How are you doing today, sir?
It's exactly 6:50 p.m.
It is.
On a sunny and cold day, man.
Oh, is it cold, right? Okay. Well, it's almost
very sunny too.
So you can get comfy, you know, get your duvet.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Good job.
CA.
Good job as usual, man. Good job. Brilliant submission. Good job.
Thank you very much. Please.
I keep referring us back to history. How many countries would you have somebody that came forth an election becomes a winner? Somebody that came forth is a winner.
Judiciary.
Somebody that didn't contest election is the Senate president. This can only happen in a country like Nigeria. Only Nigeria. Even Cameroon, I don't think somebody that came forth can be the governor of a state. I don't think somebody that didn't contest an election will be the Senate president. Not even the senator, the Senate president. Not even the honorary senator, the Senate president. Look at the pedigree of our president.
Corruption. Go squeeze their president, so don't forget that too.
Corruption. So tell me, how do you want anything good coming out of that contraption? These are things people don't realize. There's no way.
You know what somebody said? Somebody said that if you want to see any a good politician in that contraption today is by connection, because it's near impossible. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Very few. I would be wrong to label everybody black. I tell you, the number of politicians in that country, maybe that are genuine, maybe 2-3%. And those people will never near power. Never.
No.
Never. Because the system is such that it's fashioned in a way that only the corrupt people will come to the fore. There's no way. That's the way the system is created.
Unfortunately.
Look at El-Rufai now. Buhari did 8 years. Did you hear El-Rufai come out to talk? Did you hear El-Rufai coming out to form an alliance when Buhari was having his own 8 years?
He's now trying to save us. Buhari 8 years. To save all of us.
During Buhari 8 years, did you hear Buhari, El-Rufai, the jihadists
from
Kaduna?
Things then, you know.
Yes.
They ran everything now they want to save us.
The guy that supervised the ethnic cleansing of some tribes in Kaduna is not coming out now to be in the opposition.
And now, you know what somebody told me? Somebody said that no matter how evil Tinubu is, it is never sensible for anybody to listen to El Rufai tell you about Tinubu.
No, El Rufai is not the right person to tell us about Tinubu.
It doesn't make any sense. To say El Rufai is talking, he's talking about Tinubu like of all people. Listen to somebody else, El Rufai. Tinubu is better than El Rufai. Tinubu is a kleptomaniac, right? And most of the time, he kind of does his things in, shrouded in secrecy. El Rufai is an openly practicing jihadist.
Definitely.
And he has no regret about it. Not a
we all know what he did in Kaduna State. The records are there. His history is there.
Yes,
We all knew what he did. So during Jonathan time, they came out for Jonathan. Buhari now became the president. It was okay what Buhari did. It was okay for 8 years.
Yep.
So I think what they are trying to do is, I'm not trying to sectionalize the whole thing. What the North is doing is, once somebody else from the South or Midwest become president, they want that person out. That's just what they are doing. They want that person out.
They can't live without power.
Yes, they can't live without power. Power is the only thing they want.
They're like fish out of water.
They cherish power. So when the power is not with them, yes, alliance will start coming up. Yes, to get it back.
See.
But I hope Nigerians won't. But again, election doesn't count anyway. So whether they form alliance or not, the Tinubu I know, it's going to be hard to wrestle power out of that guy.
I shall tell. We shall see.
He has the money, he has the influence, he has everything.
Now he has the power.
It will be very difficult. He has the power now.
He used to kind of now he has the power. He is the one in that power. So we'll see how that plays out. See.
And finally, before I go, one more. Look at what they did to Jonathan, the opposition. Now, simple tweet, simple 3 minutes video. They are running helter-skelter. They are cursing the girl up and down. These are people that did worse to Jonathan. They did worse. Insulted Jonathan, insulted his father, the mother, the wife.
I know.
Now, if you make a simple video against Tinubu, hell will be left.
They want the Yorubas to start wearing the war clothes. I say, we are going to war. I say, why? I say, somebody just made a video about Tinubu. That video is insulting us as Yoruba people. We must defend Yoruba land. How dare she say that? I say, hell with you. Who is going to war with you?
Like, but in fairness, I give a lot of praise to a lot of Yorubas. They are not towing that line anymore.
We just need more of us to speak out now. We must be speaking because
a lot of them are speaking out.
They don't represent us.
No, they don't.
They have tried to soil the image and the name of the Yorubas, making the gullible ones believe that if you say anything about Tinubu, definitely it's against the Yorubas. We must make sure that the Yoruba speaks up every now and then.
And that guy from Magbo that called, tell the guy to come. I like the way he replied that guy. Look, in every tribe, there's always a tribe that believe they are more superior than the other tribe. Even in Yoruba land, like you said.
The some of us.
The Jebus might say their influence might say they are bigger than the Jebu. Jebu might say they are bigger than always, everywhere.
So nobody should take that to heart and begin to
no.
Oh, that's how everybody else feels. Don't put yourself as an external whatever, okay?
Michael, please, if anybody from Atlanta calls again, try and get their number. We need to organize ourselves in Atlanta. So when you come to America next time, we're going to drag you down to this city.
Okay.
And organize something. Definitely.
Thank you so much. Seyi.
Thank you,
the rest of the evening, okay? And please,
thank you.
Back up, okay? So I have here Adeza from Edinburgh. How are you doing,
sir?
How are you,
my bro? I'm good. It's been a while.
I know. It's been like a busy line all the while. So how are you doing today?
All that you brought from all that you brought from America. I hope you have not finished them.
No, I haven't. I still have some chocolates here.
You like chocolate? I'll be in Glasgow.
When you come to Glasgow, we can share some. You eat chocolate, by the way, because some of us have to stay away from all this.
We don't overgrow that stage in life. Like children, they eat this one and women.
I know. Anyway, Adeza, our time is almost up. I couldn't really let
let me
call
quickly
pass
make
by
a
without. So please.
submission. Yeah, I just want to start from the issue of the youth copper. The same criminal who instituted the war, the civil war, were the same people who brought the issue of NYC for national unity, because the core objective of it is national unity, community development, discipline and patriotism, and the final one is skill development. That institution was dead on arrival. Because right from the inception, they've not been following the objective of the institution. I knew people who work there then, if you normally supposed to be posted to different states or state, but they normally use people who have money. They find their way, or the big men, they post them to different places and the rest of them. So the institution was dead on arrival. They did not be following the objectives religiously. And that's what has created those problems. The same people who could not take care of these children, somebody came to make video, they begin to threaten them. And when they see that the social media is on fire, the woman, maybe they advise her to run from the office because anything could happen to her. You see, this is the type of the situation we find ourselves. In the institution, just as we have been saying, we have a very weak institution in Nigeria. And that's the same thing we're talking about: the judiciary, the police, the DSS, and all the SSs and the rest of them. They are so weak to the point that they don't know, either even if they know their objective, they are not actually following it. Instead of them loyal to the constitution, they loyal to individuals who head those organizations. Because just like the issue of Natasha, here in UK, if there is any issue of sexual harassment, police will wage in first. The police will now invite you to their office. They will interview you. From there, they charge you to court. That is how it works here. Actually, I know that one very well. But the reverse is the
I'm still with you, Adeza. Have I lost the line? That's a shame. Hello. Oh. Sorry about that, man. So somebody else is just going to have to take your slot and use it. We are almost done now. Hello there.
Hello, Ben, fella.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening. I'm not.
Yeah, it's evening. I mean, I believe it's almost evening as well. You calling in from the US, are you?
Yes, I'm calling from the US. Yes, from California.
From where, sir?
From California. So I know I saw you when you were in Texas. I was upset. I was like, why can't you come to California?
Same thing, same thing the New Yorkers were asking too. Why don't you come to the New York? People from
No, but New York is closer. New York is closer. Way far away.
Yep.
Way far away. We can't drive. I wish I can drive to Texas. Bro, I would have drive to come just see you.
Don't worry. There will be a time that you won't have to travel that far, and I'm just gonna be like in the neighborhood. And yeah, we can indeed, probably share some coffee or tea. Thank you, though.
If I say the day you post you're coming to California, Papa, no worry, I made they come pick you for airports. No, just worry about them.
God bless you. That's why I said that when next time coming around, we will have to organize it. Because even myself won't meet all of them. I won't meet you one-on-one. We'll sit down and have a chat, away from all this.
Man, we got to.
Don't worry, there will be that time, sir. There will be. Promise. So how is your day? So far, we're almost rounding up here.
I can't complain. So this is the thing, for me, I'm laughing at Nigerians that live in Nigeria. I'm laughing at them.
See?
You know why?
Tell us.
This is the thing. This is the reason why I'm laughing at them. You see, we that live in Europe, we that live in America, we started to Nigeria, and hire policemen. The little police they give to protect them. We can hire them to protect ourselves and leave them vulnerable for anything come their way. Why we will be protected, but they don't want to do needful. But I'm so glad that because they always remember they said women build the nation. You see, we the men, especially those ones in Nigeria, they are busy talking about the video, medicine, and Premier League. The women started realizing their worth, that women, they are not meant to suffer. And for the fact women started realizing their worth, Nigeria is going to take a new shift.
Amen.
It's either the politicians, they like it or not. They need to do the needful, because women is always consistent with what they want and how they want it. It's not like us, the men.
Especially when a woman is expressing herself and becomes overwhelmed, that she becomes teary, crying. Honestly speaking, even the strongest of men would have to take a time and listen at that point. And we have been led to that place.
Of course, look at the Senate president now. That was the Senate president that was laughing at everybody. He's no longer laughing. No, we hardly see him these days. You see what the woman is doing to. Look at. See, this is the thing. You know, when people were saying Seyi Tinubu, he don't talk, is this, is that, is. I knew, like, you see, after this, you see.